So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my 3rd, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my 3rd shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, yeah, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mariota on first down. He dumps it off for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mariota now on second down. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. First down, Mariota. Flushed out right. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. To throw is Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold. On the opening drive. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Football turned back over to Tennessee's offense. And if you look at this season on the whole, they really, I guess, haven't gotten the kind of production they'd hoped for from Mariota, Derrick Henry. I know you've been a big Mariota guy, Charles. How do you assess how he's played through the first half plus of the season?
Not up to his potential. Not up to what you would expect from the number 2 pick in his draft class. He and Jameis Winston tied at the hip that way. Winston, the number 1 guy. They don't ring the bell often enough throwing the football. And he's been playing in a run-based system for a while now. You would think their ability to throw the ball would be much improved. Has not been that way. Now, they did lose their leading receiver over the last 4 years, Delaney Walker, in week 1. He was their tight end. But they just had trouble scoring. Only topped 21 points once in the first half of the season.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll make it third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Jack 16. Iggy. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
230.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Snickers. Snickers. Porter.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This one's complete right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Wesley Woodyard in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Eight. Jack 16.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mariota. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
Let's go. Set. Black 80. Four down. Jack 16. Kings. Good job, guys. Focus.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Here's Jackson. Shifts by him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Able to slither by. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey! Iggy! Snickers, you got to spin.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Luke Stocker taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They go play action now. Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 56 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do in this game is...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Bell on the dump off. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing here, Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Let's go. Snickers, 66.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Finding room to the 20. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Roethlisberger to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Still got to be careful of a blocked return here on the extra point. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
What's up, gang? I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These act like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Yo, ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fucky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Breeze now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. He'll let it fly in the direction again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got it. 21.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He hits his target. Left side, Watson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Breeze now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Check. 5-1.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
36.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Breeze now. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion of what you're counting on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
As Baltimore's offense makes their way back on the field, Charles, wanted to ask you about their running game. I mean, really, the offense has had some issues, but the running game needs to be picked up, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Alex Collins, who had such a big year last season, Buck Allen, both of them trying, but the running game does need to get kick-started. So it's a low-risk trade for Ty Montgomery getting him from Green Bay. I think what they get him for a 27th round pick. But he has experience running the football with Green Bay. And remember, he came into the league as a receiver, so he can help open up the offense in a number of ways, not to mention his kick return ability as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead, 27 yards, and the Ravens are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, cut the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's Jackson. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Over! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play,
now the ball comes loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Ready? 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Ready, what's that?
The final shot before half for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw is Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that...
And Owen coughed it up. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call...
And he lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bentagteo able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go!
Now Jackson on second down. Dancing to his left. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Third and goal, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And he's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Breeze on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got it. 21.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Ready. You waiting? 20%.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Breeze to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Got it.
To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking downfield for Dez. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
On third down, Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Dancing to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Here's Breeze, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Hey, two.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time that happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down. Now third and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it. You get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again. Still feel that same number?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On second down, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On third down, that's Turner. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it but couldn't find his man open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gone!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Again, Jackson rolling to his right. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say...